Good morning, everyone. I too would like to thank you very much for hosting us this morning and for being informed voters. Whether you're here part-time or full-time, it's significantly important to our decision-making processes and what we do as an inclusive community. My name is Kathy Jeffrey and I'm running for council. You will recognize me. I served from 2003 to 2010. Since that time, I'm a big believer in volunteering. I have been current vice chair of Home Horizon for Transitional Housing. I'm the current chair for the Georgian Triangle Accessible Sport Council. I believe very much in improving inclusive sport in our community. And I've been a volunteer on the Hospital Foundation Donor Stewardship Committee for many, many years. And it's a warm and fuzzy, and it's thanking people who do so much for the hospital. On council, I served many committees in the role of strategic planning, sustainable community planning. We have all the studies we need to do things, but what we need the most is the plan that doesn't cost as much. It's a strategic plan between council and have a council-driven focus so we're all pulling in the same direction. At least if we can agree on where it is we're wanting to get to. We may disagree sometimes on how to get there, but at least we have the discussion and know where it is we want to get to. In sustainable community planning, we call it backcasting. Figure out where you want to go and then do all the things to get you there. My passion is the finance for the municipality. I know this is the first time we've had blended tax rates, and some of the numbers you'll hear will be blended with the decreases from the County of Simcoe. What concerns me is when we don't have a decrease at the County of Simcoe, what are our real increases going forward to service our debt in our community. So I guess to be short, my passion is to make the plan and work the plan and to keep the taxes as reasonable as possible, keeping up with inflation and being a very inclusive community and doing something for everyone. Thank you very much. Vote Jeffrey.
Good morning, everyone. I do want to say thank you for this opportunity to speak to everybody. My name is Tim Fryer, and I'm a first-time council candidate, but I have an extensive background. Just to give you a little bio on myself, I'm a long-time Collingwood resident. 33 years I worked for the Collingwood Public Utilities as the chief financial resource. So my background is finance. I started going to council at the beginning of the year. When I left the utility in September 2012, I started to increase my volunteer work in the community. I've been treasurer for the Big Brothers Association for a number of years. I actually just came off this past year while I'm pursuing my goal of trying to get on council. And I participated in a lot of youth sport coaching and with the breakfast programs at the school. So I did that for the last couple of years, and I started to go to council at the beginning of the year so I could make an informed decision for myself on whether or not I wanted to pursue being a councillor. As I said, I've got 33 years with the utility here in town, with the hydro and water, and my background is finance. So my focus going in, without question, is finance, just as Kathy has talked about. I'm all about looking forward. My slogan is shaping Collingwood's future with you. I'm all about public engagement, and I'm going to be pursuing that if I'm elected as a councillor. Things like strategic financial planning. Financial planning and fiscal policy setting were my responsibility at the utility, and I want to take that forward. I do believe we need to put a very extensive financial plan together to try to look at what Collingwood's situation is financially and where we're going to get to in the next 4 years, but also in the future years. Fiscal policy. How are we taxing you and user fees, and then how are we spending that money? That's of utmost importance to me. And I am concerned that over the last 4 years, the municipal tax financial requirement, what I call revenue requirement, has gone up 20%. So where it was about 22 million coming into this term of council, it's gone up to 26 million. That's an extra $4 million a year annually coming into the coffers, and I am looking at the financial results and I don't see it improving, and we have to get it to improve. Our taxes are high, as the BMA study shows. So my focus is certainly finance coming in, and I've got a lot to learn about the other aspects, but I'm willing to do that, and I'm going to be working hard at that for you. So I'm hoping that I can lobby you all and ask you to vote for me in the upcoming election. Thank you. Morning, and thank you.
morning. My name's Ian Chadwick. I'm really glad to see everybody coming out. I'm really glad to hear people talking about focus on finance, because at 2 strategic planning sessions this council that we held, finance was identified as the #1 priority. We all know about taxes. We all know about debt. This council made it a focus, made it the key goal to reduce the debt, which we did by $7.5 million, and to keep taxes low. I'm very proud of the things that this council has done over the last 4 years. I won't begin to list all the number of things we've done, but you can go on my website and see some of them. Every council is going to try to do the best for you, regardless of who you elect. They're all going to try to do the best because it's in everybody's best interest to do the best, because we work for you. And that's the bottom line. We work for you. We try to do what we think accomplishes the best in the long run for you. It used to be that parents used to have to drive out of town with their kids early in the morning on snowy, dangerous roads, take their kids to hockey meets or to swim meets outside of town because there weren't facilities here. For 25, perhaps 30 years, the need for more ice time and water time has been identified in this community. But councils haven't done it for various reasons, for cost, for lack of a proper plan, for something that as a group they couldn't agree on. This council actually accomplished something. Whether or not people think it's the best solution, we did it. We actually took action. We have new recreational facilities, a new rink, and a new pool. There's 1,000 people go through that pool a week right now using it. So I'd say it's pretty successful. Not everybody agrees with the process, not everybody agrees with the design of the building, but something got done. I think that's really important. We need a council that's going to take action. People can sit around the table and talk all they want, but if you don't do something, if you don't have an accomplishment at the end of the day, we haven't done anything for it. And for the last 4 years, we've had a lot of accomplishments. So I'm hoping you're going to consider voting for me, re-elect me, because I believe that we can continue to accomplish a lot of things. We have to work on the harbor. That should be one of our #1 priorities. Aside from, of course, keeping taxes low and keeping our spending low, which everybody should take as the #1. Jobs, well, we've actually had a lot of job growth. Collingwood is actually booming. We're thriving. We've got, as Councillor Lloyd said, we've got industries that have opened. We have 3 microbreweries that opened this year alone. We've got new businesses downtown. We've got new businesses opening in the mall. So we have created the financial and the social, the economic environment that those businesses want to continue. Well, I think that's pretty good. We're finally open for business. I don't think anybody could say Collingwood is closed for business these days. So I hope you consider me when you come to mark your ballot. My name is Ian Chadwick, and I look forward to your support. Thank you.